Hey everyone, welcome to Cold Takes. I don't have my glasses. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it's only October, and we haven't had Halloween yet, but it is time to talk about Christmas because Netflix says so.
Christmas, come check out my wish list. Have I been a good boy? That's none of your business.
I am a total mess. My hair is not done. My room is a mess. There's this tacky wall art on the wall behind me. I did not pick it. And for the last 6 days or so, a cow in my backyard has been giving birth, I think. I can't really tell. I'm on like the 4th floor and I'm looking over the farm, so I can't really tell if the cow's giving birth, but it is making very distressed noises that I can only assume come from cow childbirth. I'm really just using this tiny window of time that I have that I know I do not have any cow distress noises to talk about things on YouTube. So, welcome to Cold Takes. Yesterday, Netflix dropped their entire list of their Christmas lineup, so it's TV shows, it's movies, and as your resident Christmas romance queen on YouTube, I decided it was time to talk about it. So, let's get into it.
This is Christmas!
If you're new to my channel, I actually wrote a book for Hallmark last year, and this year I co-wrote a screenplay for Lifetime. So before I go any further, I do have to say that my opinions do not necessarily reflect that of my parent companies and blah 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 blah. Today we're going to talk Netflix Christmas movie lineup. First, we're going to just go through it. I'll tell you my thoughts, and then when we get to the end, I'm going to talk kind of about the response to Netflix Christmas lineup. So the first movie that's coming out is called Holiday in the Wild. I think I'm gonna rank these movies like my favorite Christmas treat is a sugar cookie, so I think I'll give it like a sugar cookies out of 5 ranking because I'm basic. And Holidays in the Wild stars one of the girls from Sex and the City, and Rob Lowe, who did Statutory Rape. So, and it's about white people in Africa. So 0 sugar cookies out of 5 for Holiday in the Wild. The next thing that's coming out is called Let It Snow, which as I understand it is based on a John Green, Maureen Johnson, like a couple of writers wrote this book together a couple years ago. I don't really like John Green, and I feel very bad for the kid from Spider-Man who keeps getting like typecast as like the funny best friend. I feel like he's kind of slipping into a Josh Gad vibe, and it really bums me out for him because I think he's actually a good actor. Like, make him a leading man. That would be fun. 1 sugar cookie out of 10. November 15th is Klaus, and I am so excited about this movie. It is a traditional animation film, so it's like all 2D hand-drawn, and it has Jason Schwartzman in it.
Oh, we're in a hurry.
Are you chewing? Spit out the gum, sister.
Who I love. I wanted him to officiate my wedding. He didn't answer any of my letters. But you know what? I still totally believe in Jason Schwartzman, and maybe when I renew my vows someday, I'll be famous enough to ask him, and he'll do it totally Moonrise Kingdom style.
I can't offer you a legally binding union. It won't hold up in the state, the county, or frankly any courtroom in the world due to your age, lack of a license, and failure to get parental consent.
Yeah, it's about like a postman who helps a toy maker, and they like together become Santa Claus. It looks so cute. Yes. Yay, Christmas. The next one to come out is called The Night Before Christmas, but we're going to stick a pin in that one and get back to it. For The Night Before Christmas, they're releasing the new season of Nailed It. Nailed It is my favorite television show that has ever been created. I love that it celebrates failure. I love that it's fun. I love that it's all about like learning and getting better and growing and like having a good time while you're doing it. I think it's a great television program. I find it so inspirational. Sometimes if I'm having a bad writing day, I will go and watch an episode of Nailed It and like get pumped up and like go back to writing. So I love the Nailed It holidays, and I love that they do ones that aren't Christmas. Like, not everybody celebrates Christmas. Not everybody's, here for baby Jesus' birthday. Like, Hanukkah is great. Like, I love that they do all kinds of holidays at this time of year. So, Nailed It gets a 5 sugar cookies out of 5 from me. Well, 5, like, misshapen sugar cookies, but, like, also someone, like, switched the salt and the sugar, so they're kind of gross. Like, I'm excited. 5 out of 5, but I had to make it related to Nailed It. Now, the next movie coming out is literally described as a tearjerker. It's about like a widower trying to reconnect with his children, and I don't like to cry. I cry all the time. I cry at everything. I'm an emotional wreck, just generally. If I watch too many loops of like a baby elephant gif, I'll start crying. So it looks great, like 4 out of 5 sugar cookies, but I will not be watching it. The next is a TV series called Merry Happy Whatever, which it looks like a TV sitcom, like really, really old school, like a total throwback. And it has Dennis Quaid in it, which I always thought Dennis Quaid was canceled, but I don't think that's true. I think I always get him confused with Mel Gibson because all white men look the same to me. So 3 out of 5 sugar cookies, 2.5 sugar cookies. Yeah, I think that's all I can give it. It's about like a guy and his family, like, oh, Dad, Christmas, huh? And the dad's like, ugh, these kids and their Christmas phones and their apps for Santa, and Santa doesn't, millennials, Gen Z children, and then like a canned laugh track after that. 2 out of 5 sugar cookies. Sugar cookies is a hard word to say quickly. I'm trying to record this video very quickly because I want to do it before the cow birthing starts again. But sugar cookies, 2 out of 5 sugar cookies. It's hard to say. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Pretend I have better diction. The magic of Christmas. Just imagine I'm better at talking. The next one is Sugar Rush Christmas, which I don't know if it's like a solo episode or like a whole group of episodes. I like Sugar Rush. I don't like it as much as Nailed It. And I'm kind of disappointed it's called Sugar Rush Christmas. Like, are we not going to get any Hanukkah, New Year's, Winter Solstice, anything else? No? 3 out of 5 sugar cookies. 3 out of 5 sugar cookies. And then on December 5th is the third royal baby, the Prince, the Christmas Prince movie, which in theory I should love A Christmas Prince, and I do like the first one. Jenny Nicholson's video kind of spoiled it for me. It does kind of seem like a dystopia now, and it seems even more like a dystopia when you look at the picture of her on this poster, and she looks like the evil stepmother from like a Disney Channel original movie. Something about the hair, it's just what she looks like. So, and I don't like babies. I don't like movies about babies. I don't like children. No thank you, hard pass. Especially if they're meant to be like romantic, and something about it kind of just like throws me. So, I still haven't seen the second one. So 2 sugar cookies out of 5. Oh, but you know what? I really hope that this movie has a redemption arc, like a romantic redemption arc for the guy who was the villain in the first one, the cousin or whatever. I love him. I love a villain falling in love arc. All of my favorite ships are about villains. Give it to me. Pour it, inject it straight into my veins, like the way I will be ingesting eggnog this year. So, as promised, we're going to go back to The Night Before Christmas. Now, The Night Before Christmas is amazing. The title is with a K, so you know it's going to be good. Pun titles, always good and always welcome when you're talking about like romantic made-for-TV Christmas movies. Love a good pun title right off the bat. If it was just based on title alone, 5 sugar cookies out of 5 sugar cookies. It stars Vanessa Hudgens, who starred in The Princess Switch last year, and who has been in obviously like the most iconic series Disney has ever created, High School Musical. She's fantastic. She's perfect for these kind of films. And it's about a knight who travels through time, and she's like a school teacher who does not believe in love anymore, who meets him and falls in love at Christmas. It's Kate and Leopold at Christmas with a knight. This sounds like the greatest movie that's ever been made. I am so excited about it. Like, as soon as I saw it, I didn't read the tweet, I just saw the poster, I knew what it was, and I knew that I needed it, and I might watch that movie every day for the rest of my life. I am so excited. This is the part of Cold Takes where we kind of get into some of the more film theory things. A little bit. I'm not really good at film theory. This is a film theory channel where we talk about films, and I'm really not good at film theory. Ask any of the professors in my master's course. So as soon as this announcement was made on Twitter, it went, I don't want to say viral because like that's such a, it doesn't even mean anything anymore, but it, at least in my Twitter sphere, everyone I knew was posting about this. Unfortunately, people who seemed to be excited about it always felt like they needed to couch their excitement with like some kind of ironic signifier that they don't really care about it, but they'll watch it anyway. Like, this is gonna be terrible. This is gonna be the worst movie I ever watched from the beginning to end. I can't wait to watch this terrible movie. And I have a lot of feelings about that. I hate it. Rage jazz hands. So these films, the kind of Hallmark Lifetime made-for-TV films, are really important to me. I made a whole video about it. It's Patreon only. If you want to join my Patreon for as little as $1, you can watch that video. The text of them is very rich, and we can discover a whole lot about American culture by watching them. But I think especially the thing that I find so fascinating about them is that the height of their popularity is at the Christmas season, when women, who these films are kind of explicitly advertised to and explicitly made for, are at their busiest. They are doing cooking, they are doing cleaning, they are buying presents, they are remembering which kid wears which size, they are wrapping everything, they are decorating the tree, they are cleaning up all the tree needles, they are doing basically the entire household work of Christmas falls mostly and generally on women's shoulders. And yet, these films are at their most popular and they are the most watched at the Christmas season, which means that women are taking time out of their own super busy schedules when everyone in the family relies on them and depends on them to get Christmas done to watch films where like women are respected and admired and yes, have a lot of responsibility, but also ultimately like find love and happiness and people appreciate them and things end up happily for them. I think that is really important. And I don't think that as a culture we should be dismissive of these films. I just don't think we should be so dismissive of these films. I think they are culturally very important, and I think they're very important for a lot of women, which is part of the reason why I really wish these Netflix and all these other companies would expand and do films that weren't just about Christmas, like do films just about the holidays, do films about Hanukkah, do films about all these different traditions we have towards the end of the year. So these films can be for every woman, and they can be for, you know, every kind of person who would, you know, turn on Netflix or on their TV. Also, I have two things to say about ironic detachment. One, ironic participation is still participation. If you think these films are terrible and you watch them, they're gonna keep making more of them. So you participating is you telling the company, the big bad capitalism media machine, that you want more of these films. If you truly think they're terrible, don't watch them. But here's the thing, I don't think you think they're terrible. I think you have to tell all of Twitter that you think they're terrible so they don't judge you for liking things that other women like. And that's infuriating. Like, so I have this whole section in here where I wanted to talk about like hedonism. Hedonism as a philosophy is about everything that is good is the thing that brings you pleasure, and the only source of evil in the world are things that bring you pain or displeasure. So I had this whole section where I was going to talk about like, be hedonistic in your art practices, and just like, if it feels good, watch it, and if it doesn't, don't watch it. And that's how I watch films. But honestly, what I really wanted to say is just like, beyond all of like the philosophical film study stuff, just like the things that you like. And be bold about declaring it. Like, we are never going to escape cultural shame around things that women like if we always couch liking things that women like with, oh, yeah, I know it's like so embarrassing to like these terrible, crappy, awful, horrible, like totally bad movies, but like, I'm gonna watch it, but I would watch it with like a lot of wine and I'll make fun of it the whole time. We're never gonna escape, you know, kind of like patriarchal constructs about what should be good entertainment if we always say that women's entertainment is bad. And I'm not saying that like only women can watch these movies or only women should watch these movies, but these are the films that are kind of explicitly targeted at women. And I'm a woman and I'm gonna watch every single one of them probably multiple times. Except for the one, what was the one I wasn't gonna watch? Oh, the crying one. I'm not gonna watch the crying one. Don't make me cry at Christmas. Don't do it. How do I end this? So yeah, like things that you like. If you don't like it, the great thing about the internet is that there are a lot of other things to talk about. So you can just be like, oh, Netflix released some kind of like holiday movies. Oh, I don't care about that. I don't like it. You don't have to tweet about it. And secondly, if you do like it, be bold. Be brave. Be like, yeah, I like that thing. How cool is that? And we get so many of them now. Hallmark has like 30, Lifetime has 30, and Netflix has however many Netflix has, and that's really exciting. What a wealth of holiday films. I really wish they'd have more Hanukkah ones though. Anyway, if you liked this video, it's a very silly, ridiculous video, mostly a rant. Apologize, it's not like my normal content. Please, check below. I have Patreon, I have Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. I also have a Halloween book out on Amazon. I will also link that below. If you're not quite in the Christmas mood yet, but want something kind of spooky, it's free on Kindle Unlimited, but it's also available just normally on Amazon if you don't have Kindle Unlimited. And it's a great, really fun, short, like cozy Halloween read, like Halloween Town or Practical Magic. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you to my patrons. I'm going to try and get another video filmed before this cow birth continues. Merry Christmas to all!